Hi guys, we're back doing a little bit more Dayz. I've been playing for about, I wouldn't know, 20 minutes, half an hour since I left off last time. I did manage to sneak into a building and get a hunting knife. We have a hunting knife, which means I can now butcher any animals I find. I still need some boxer matches, and I still need I need lots of things. I could do with a pistol as well, something rapid firing. But I'm a little thirsty. If you look here, it's looking red, so whilst we're nowhere near, I shall consume one of my cans of drink. But yeah, I've just come through some woods. Ooh, hang on, stand up. Tucked it in through some woods, broken over the hill, and down there we got ourselves a little farm. There's a village on the outskirts. That's going to be too many people in there, or too many zombies in there. But if we look here, gosh, I have binoculars. We have two farm buildings. So there's a barn and there's a machine barn, and well, they often have nice stuff. At this distance, I can't see any zombies. So what we're going to do is we're going to move rapidly to sort of like the halfway point between the two, probably about here, and then sneak in. Now, by default, I have my default position to walk, so if I'm hitting W now, I'm walking. To switch between walk and run, you double tap your shift key quickly. So if I want to run, I have to hold my shift. It's basically reversing the standard default settings, where to walk you have to hold shift and to run you hit W. So what you do is you just reverse that nicely. So we are getting in closer. Keeping my eyes out for zombies. Don't see any zombies. You can't completely discount coming across players in this type of situation, but it is unusual. Back down to the crouch. And there's our first zombie, and it's a monkey. So we have a monkey. I don't think he spotted me. We'll have to skirt around. Oh, there's a walker over there. So we have a walker and a monkey to try and skirt around. Generally moving in this direction, so I don't think I want to try and get between them. Don't see anything out that way. So let's start moving slowly. At the moment I'm crouched and I am walking. Keeping an eye on that monkey. Does seem to be rather interested in coming my way. Where did the walker go? The walker's over there somewhere. Don't see the walker. Ah yes, the walker is also walking out to where I was coming from. So we are skirting out and around. By the way, some people get really sort of motion sick playing this game. And that often happens when you've got the default head bob. I don't know if now's the best time to show you. If I quickly go into options, game options, head bob, turn that right the way down to off. Otherwise your head moves around so much that it can make you feel motion sick. Quick check to see where those zombies are. The monkey seems to be going away, and so is the walker. So we can sort of cut in behind them now. Quick check in the other direction. You see that spangly? I always call those spangles. It's like little white dots all over the trees. It's part of my graphic settings. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. I really wish it wouldn't do it. So we're moving in. Now, I had someone comment about my graphic settings. Now I have them lower for this than I would normally have them, because I'm obviously fraps kills your graphic settings. So we have a quick look. Options, video options, down to advanced. Most of it is on high. I have post-processing disabled because I don't like it. Terrain on high, shadow detail on HDR normal, anti-aliasing disabled, but the view distance down to 16. Normally in Armour I run this higher than this, and definitely if I'm playing on the desert maps, I have it much higher than this because, well, the desert maps are easier to draw for your computer, and you can have much higher frame rates. I mean, in some of the desert maps, you know, I'll be looking at over 100 frames per second on my computer with everything almost completely maxed out. Obviously not knocking the view distance up too high, because that will kill your computer very quickly. It's mainly CPU problems with this game. Always has been CPU restricted. So we're moving in closer to these barns. Somewhat drunken movement with the shotgun out the front. Still no signs. Let's have a quick little look. And I see the textures got much better on that barn. They sort of pop in and out. I do have the sound on just a little bit. I'm hoping it doesn't get in the way of the commentary, because I find having absolutely no sound really disconcerting playing the game. It almost makes the game, well, it does make the game much harder to play. There's a dunny over there. We're going to have to investigate that in a minute. There's often things in dunnies. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. You are going to be better than my shotgun. We're going for a Winchester, boys. Ah, and there's a zombie. You see him? Do not want to kill him because he'll bring in all his friends. So let's quietly, hopefully he won't see me. And if you are going to have a confrontation with a lot of zombies, doing it from upstairs is a good place. Right, we have a replacement for my Coke can I drank, a soda can I drank earlier. Oi, over you go. That's odd. Soda can over. Oh, strange, it won't take it. Now this is, we all know that armour is a little buggy, and Dayz is even more buggy. Ooh, axe. I can now chop wood. That's good. Take hatchet. That goes into the tool belt. Looks like there's a fuel can up there. And ooh. Now is that another shotgun? Yes, that's a double-barreled shotgun. I dropped a double-barrel shotgun to get this Winchester. And then we have... So let's see if I can get that can of Coke. And I see the can of Coke's not there. Does that mean it's now in my inventory? Yes, it is. The Pepsi's in my... Oh, that's odd. So let's go and get these slugs. Yes. Road flares. I don't bother with road flares because it eats daylight. We've got some things over there. Looks like there's some pistol ammunition and a bandage. Let's take our butts downstairs. I wonder where that zombie went, that walker. Hope he didn't come in here. What would happen... there's another can of drink there. What would happen is that, you know, all the zombies in the lying area would come rushing in. Now, it's sort of survivable if you can get upstairs. Because they come in, as long as you've got enough ammunition, you can get them as they climb the stairs, because they always climb the stairs quite slowly. It's not that you would want to start that off, but sometimes these things happen. So what often happens is you'll here we go. He's got to go. I can't have him. More slugs. More bandages. You always want a couple of bandages. Empty whiskey bottle. I'll leave that for a second. Check to make sure there are no more coming in. Ooh, bit of lag. What have we got up here? We've got another axe, and we have a jerry can. Now, there's a whole system in the game for repairing vehicles and being able to run around in vehicles. Now, I'm not so sure if I've never actually done it yet. I'm not quite sure if it's even something I want to do, because It'd be fun driving a car around, but then you've got all the problems and burdens, if you like, of trying to keep it maintained. You become a zombie magnet. You also become a people magnet. I mean, I've seen people zooming around in helicopters, but I think it's just rather short-lived. So, that's that building cleared. Not having sound on is a pain in the tailpipe. Oops. Back away from the wall. There's a little building there I want to look in. Quickly check there's no zombies here. Little building in here, and we've got some bits and bobs. We go all the way in. Turn round, so at least we're facing the outside, and we have a little look at what we've got. What have we got? We have another bandage. Bandages are always good. Makov round. No, I don't have the pistol, you see, so I don't need that at the moment. I've only killed one zombie so far in this game. Quick left and right. We want to quick skirt around that doorway there. There is a dunny to look in. Outside loo, whatever you want to call it. Now, as I say, in the actual map as such, these buildings are here. This is laid out like this, but in the regular map, that's not there. That's sort of like parachuted in as part of the Dayz mod. Ooh, we have toys. Right, oh, hang on, let's get close enough to get the gear. No. Don't want to close the door. No. This is something, it's the door mechanism. I want that stuff. Yeah, I'm in the dunny. I'm stuck inside. I can't open the door. Let me 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 open the door. No. Oh, don't tell me I'm going to get stuck in the loo. I'm stuck in... Ah, hang on. I saw it there. There we go. We can now open the loo. Step outside. Why won't it let me pick up that? Ah, there we go. Now I can pick it up. See the icon change. So here we go. We've got pellets, which I don't need. Heat pack, which I do need. Now I'm starting to run out of space a little here. I'm going to have to start prioritising. Actually, no, I'm going to start using my bag. So what we want to do is we want to grab that. Come on, in you go. Right, I'm just going to have to wrap it up there. Wife is shouting. Talk to you gentlemen later. Okay, quickly back here again. So we're about to enter into this building, and it looks like we got ourselves the motherlode. Oh, ooh. We have another Winchester. Let's get rid of that. And a pile of wood. So, take wood plug, drop slugly Enfield mag. Don't know if I... Let's go down to gear. Let's be a little more selective about this. So, open pack. Grab wood pile. That's good. So, clothes bag. What else have we got? That's about it, actually. Look at all those lovely... Take and drop Lee Enfield mag. Yeah, that sounds reasonable. So what do I have now? Ah, right, yes. I got lots of food, lots of drink, a heat bag, some bandages, and lots of rounds, which is good. I could do with a pistol right now. Really could do with a pistol. Ah, rounds for my favourite pistol. And I suppose I should really take a Makarov clip just in case I come across one. So what we've got over here, we've got a shotgun again, and we have a crossbow. I think the crossbow looks nicer than it is, if that makes sense. Or it looks nicer than it's useful for. So, out of the animal barn. Have a quick little look around here. Don't think there's any more drop points. You see the silage set up there. And I think that's about it. Now there's a reasonable sized village to my right, which I'm pretty much going to ignore, because it's too big, and I ignore big places. There is... I'm surprised there aren't more zombies around here. I've of course lost my bearings completely. I couldn't tell you which way was north, really. I have a rough idea, and of course... Oh god, if I knew what... Oh, there's a zombie. If I knew what time of day it was, which is always tricky because you don't know the time of day on the server, you'd be able to do it by the sun angle. But of course, you can get roughly which way is north. But like only in a 30-degree arc, because if you don't know what time it is, the sun's not going to help you. So, here we go. We are going to kick it off here. I've managed to gain some nice stuff. A quick look at the stuff I've got now. Got a decent rifle, got a decent amount of ammunition, got a decent amount of drink, got a decent amount of food. I have a heat pack in case it starts raining. I have painkillers, and I have bandages. I have a varied amount of pistol ammunition, but no pistol. I have a hunting knife and an axe, and in my bag I now have... Oh, come on, open bag. It gets this sometimes. Refuses to open the bag. Okay. But in the bag I got some wood, so I can set a fire. Well, I would be able to set a fire if I had any matches. Now, do you think that house is going to be worth looking at? It's not enterable, so it might not have anything near it. What's over there? You see, that's... Ooh, big red barn in the background there. And I'll try to remember whereabouts the big red barn is. I think that's a big red barn. I need binoculars. Is that the big red barn? No, I don't think it's a big red barn. We're not in the right place. It's not flat enough an area for the big red barn. That's further north than this. I think that's just an industrial building. Or is it? No, that is one of the big red barns. There aren't many big red barns about. That's a... Yeah, that's definitely one of the big red barns. I can't remember where they all are on the map. As you notice with armour, there are, I don't know, X number of houses, X number of buildings, and they repeat. But some buildings are a bit specialised and they don't repeat often. And in the distance there is the big red barn, or big red shed, as some people might refer to it as. And I think it only appears on the map maybe 2 or 3 times. So that one isn't used very often. I mean, barns, they're all over the sodding place. You even find some of the animal house barns, like the small ones. You see those around quite a lot. You know, that greenhouse, you'll see loads of that greenhouse. And you'll know that you can't go inside the big greenhouse. You'll notice some of the houses... One of the things that features about this game is that the houses are very, very deep. By that I mean a lot of them extend below the ground. So you'll see 2 houses and they'll think, are they the same? And they are the same. If you notice the one in front, that red one, has an enormous basement above ground. Well, if they lowered that down by 5 feet, then that wouldn't look odd, but they've raised it up. So what I'm saying is that they can be higher or lower on the map, and you see more or less of them. They're basically, most of the buildings extend below the visible ground quite a long way. It's an odd feature of the game, but it means that if you place a house on a slope, it still looks natural. It still looks proper because the building extends below the surface a lot further, or below the surface of the map a lot further than you might believe. So this is why sometimes you'll see a house and it is identical to another house. Oh, I just realised there's a military compound over there. Now, why would there be a military guard post there? That's a sentry, military sentry box. Not used to seeing those just dotted randomly. They're normally part of a military base of some kind, so maybe there's something at the top of that hill that needs guarding. and we shall have a look at that in a bit. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. I've been trying to sign off for the last couple of minutes, and I've just been rabbiting on regardless. So I shall leave this here and talk to you gentlemen later.